I saw her as she passed the window. I saw her, but she didn't see me. Welcome back again, folks, to another edition of the house that never sleeps. And I'm telling you what, it don't never sleep. Wow. Busy city. Today, we're going to work on this Oscar Schmidt guitar, the Delta King. And we are going to make this fit that. I'm going to, boogity ball. Outside? You want to go outside? Woo, the boogity ball. We're going to make this part right here fit that. Before we do, I'm going to bring you over here and show you what I'm talking about. Now the measurements we both took, I measured the center of these poles. Dwayne measured the center of these. Get it down there where you can see it. The very center of these things that go over the poles. And they were the same. But when you try to put it on there, it won't go. And I don't think you could even force it on there. So we're going to have to file some away from this or something. I'll bring you over here first. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. As soon as I find everything, hold on. Alright, if I can hold the camera still here now. See? That goes on there. And that goes on there. But you try putting both of them on there at the same time. I had to lift this one up so it would even come close to going on to this one here. And I can adjust this one up or down, and it doesn't seem to make any difference. That right there is as close as it'll go. Now, from looking at this very close, it looks like I'm going to have to file away from these outside edges, the inside of the outside edges. That edge right there, inside. Need to take a little bit away from that, so let's get right to it. Now I have all these Dremel tool bits, pieces. And something like this right here, maybe, but that's just barely fits into that groove. I need something to get inside there. I only need to grind away from that one side of it, like I said. The outer portion of the inside, the most outer portion. Okay? This wall right here that my fingernail is almost on. But I have my fingernail on that inside wall right there. Got to grind that away. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to attempt it with this. A little bit on either side. Or maybe I'll have to do it on both sides. Who knows. But it's not going to take very much. And this just barely fits in there. As you can see what kind of rig I'm working here. The file's bigger up here and smaller down here. I can get about half of it in there. And I'm just going to give it a whole bunch of these numbers. And keep trying it every little bit. Wow, that file is a rough file, man. It's really biting in. You do this other side a few times. That side's even tighter, or was. Now I'm applying pressure that way, so it'll get, like I said, the most inner part of the very outside. Let's try that. That loosened up a little bit there just now. She's still no go. Now I got down there really close and looked at that too, and it is these very outer edges of the thing. That's what's hitting, and when you have one of them locked in and when you try to put the other one in. Now I'm going to get down there and look at it close again. Yeah, it is, for sure, man. For sure. So I won't completely bore you to death with me standing here doing this. It could take some time, because this stuff here is very, very tough, man. Very hard, solid. Maybe get away from the guitar a little bit to do this. I probably won't even bore you with this very long, because, like I say, this is something I've got to do to make this work. I don't have another one. The measurement, the center points are the same. It's just these outer edges are, for whatever reason, they hit on the poles, whatever you call them. Fun, like I say, I could take a Dremel tool probably and do this very fast, but it can take all the fun out of it. Sometimes it's just more fun to do the manual work. I think so anyways. Not necessarily always have to do the easiest route, you know what I mean? How y'all been doing, man? How are you? Everybody's getting not suitable for ads on their videos. And everybody's not liking it very well, from what I understand. Still got some ways to go yet. Quite a ways. It's weird, but I have to bring this base side up higher than this side to even get it to come close to fitting. But, as you can see, this is going to take a very long time. Now I can get the whole... We're accomplishing stuff because I couldn't get the file in there up that high where it's biggest. Couldn't get it in there before. It's going in there now. Still tight. You know, when I was up in the shop today, I should have took this and put it in a vise, and then I could really go to town on it. But I got a little vise right there, but it's too little and light for this. I use it to hold saddles and nuts as I'm working on them, or filing slots, or intonating a saddle, or whatever. Got all kind of videos. Y'all have seen that little vise before, I'm sure. And I'm sure you'll see it again. Yep, I can see the sparkly stuff falling when I do that. That feels a little bit better. But no go yet. No go. Now I'm going to have to knock a little bit off the top because I'm creating a sharp place there. So anyways, I'm not going to hold you to this. I guess I'll bring you back whenever I got it. Or getting close, that's what I'll do. Hold on. Well, it's a long, long time later. Does anybody know what that stuff is made out of, man? It's extremely hard stuff. Is it steel? Is that what it is? I went at it with this, with the Dremel tool, because this was just taking too long. The problem was, I figured it out finally after I put on my headset, my vision, there were visors. And the problem was, when you put the screws in the bridge, with the bridge out and the screws out, and you just set the screws down in there and then hold them down here, they needed to be wider, you know, wider out, set out like that. They were set too far in this way, like that. I'm exaggerating here, but you get the point. They were in like that. I needed them to move them out like that. I did that, and man, she's in there. It's tight too. And right now, I'm just tightening a little bit on each side at a time, till I feel it start to get tight, and it is tight right there. That turned easier than that a little while ago. I'm trying to bring them both down evenly as possible. You can only go a little bit, man, and it gets tight again. Well, it felt like, yeah, there, that one got loose for a minute. And this is the only way I could get it done, man. I mean, I would have had to file too much away to get it, you know, where it would just slip up over the screws like I wanted it to do. Cam, you mentioned a good tight fit. Here you go, buddy. This puppy ain't going nowhere. It's getting pretty tight there. Well, it just got loose again. And I'm just going to leave that stick up for the time being. And when we put strings on it, you'll have to adjust that. We don't want the strings coming over the, touching the back part of the bridge here before they reach the saddles. I'll show you that when we get to it. I could, you know, put strings in from here, overlap the tailpiece, and eliminate that if it happens. But we have all this adjustment, so that's what we'll do. It's not going to fall off. I mean, check it out. you're not going to be able just to pull it out. You're going to have to screw it out, anybody that wants to take it off. It is so tight fitting. But it fits. Check it out, man. Soaked with sweat. And it's many hours later. I grounded on that thing for, good Lord, a long time. I've been by hand and with the Dremel tool. I'll show you what it looks like here. I got the camera up here. I can't see too good, but it's not moving, man. Check that out. It is tight. So now, what, are we ready for strings? Are we? I think so. I think. It's been another one of those long days, crazy days here. Just weirdness going on. Got the J40. I'm still humidifying that guitar. It was dried completely out. So it's humidifying and getting ready for the surgical table. I don't know exactly yet what we're going to do about that one big crack up the side of the fretboard extension. It's major. You saw it, I think. Hopefully you saw that video before you see this one. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know how long this is. I lost complete track of all time. We're getting a big storm. The wind's ripping through here like 60 miles an hour outside right now. And it's supposed to get bad storms all night, I think. So I'm just going to hope I got enough time there to make a video out of this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the other side. Clear to you. Clear with you. Hold on.